So if your stores have looked anything like ours have, then you know that it's very, very hard to find Pokemon cards in stores. And so today I want to go over how we find Pokemon cards, because even though we might do those videos where it shows us going around for like 2 hours and we can't find like anything, we're still getting Pokemon cards. If you've seen our vlogs, if you follow us on Instagram or Twitter, you know that we're still getting in Pokemon product. And so I want to go over today how we still get Pokemon product even when shelves are wiped clean in stores. So I want to go over two quick ways or two quick tips real quick before we go into the main ways that I still get Pokemon product. And the first thing I'd recommend is knowing when your store restocks. Now, obviously, this does not work all the time. As you've seen in our videos lately, we still have not found Pokemon product. But if you know when your stores restock trading cards, whether that's Walmart, Target, Best Buy, etc., then you can go on those days. Now, the ways that you find out is simply by trial and error. Go every single day until you find them, and then test it out again the next week. Or you can ask a manager and just ask them, when do you guys restock your trading cards? Then if it's Thursdays, then go Thursdays and go earlier in the day, as there are people who will grab them right away. You can do the same thing with your local game shops, card shops, etc. The next thing I'd recommend is doing trades. Like people in the community, in the Pokemon community, there are a lot of people are up for trades. And so if you're trying to get Hidden Fates and maybe you have some Cosmic Eclipse or maybe Champion's Path and you know someone who wants those sets and that happens to have Hidden Fates, they might do a trade. Now, Hidden Fates is pretty hard to come by, so they might not trade that. But if you're looking for Burning Shadows or Unbroken Bonds, there's a trade that you can do to find that product, then reach out to people who are reputable and see if they're willing to trade you some product. Okay, now let's get into the two main ways that I actually get product nowadays. All right, and so this might be a no-brainer, but it's something that I think we really need to address, and that is buying cards online. Now, I know some people are hesitant to buy cards online because they've heard horror stories about, all the packs were resealed, or we got nothing good, or whatever it might be. And that does happen. Let's not say that it doesn't. But the fact of the matter is that in 2021, like 98% of the time, I am buying cards online. And so let's go over a few places to find cards online. The first one is Amazon. Now, when it comes to repacks, horror stories, I think I find the most horror stories from Amazon and eBay. Now, Amazon, I honestly am a little bit more hesitant on, just me personally. Now, I think plenty of people have had plenty of good experiences with Amazon. But something to note about Amazon, either way, is that they do not always have the best price. I mean, $145 for a Darkness Ablaze booster box, that's a little overpriced in my opinion. You can find them cheaper in other places, and we will get to that. And then if you keep scrolling, I mean, $49.84 for a Rebel Clash Elite Trainer box. That's again a little high, but you can find some decent prices. I mean, Champion's Path double for $23.99. That's not a bad price. $67.94 is a little high for Vid Voltage ETB. But again, you can find other stuff like this Legendary Heartbeat, $65 for a booster box. That's actually not bad. So as far as horror stories, again, going back to that, and this will apply to anything that we talk about for the rest of the video when it comes to buying from shops. Okay, so I had to grab a drink of water. So when it comes to Amazon and eBay, when you have all these different sellers, because here's a note about Amazon. In case you don't know this, Amazon, when you buy something off of Amazon, that does not mean you actually bought it from Amazon. Amazon has lots of third-party sellers. In fact, I don't know the exact number, but it's something in the realm of like 50 to 70% of the items sold on Amazon come from third-party sellers. Even if it has like the Amazon, bag and whatnot, when you get it, the Amazon box, odds are that it came from a third party. And so you can actually click on the ratings. Let's look at this and see, okay, this person has really good ratings, 4.9 out of 5 stars. It's actually really good. 1% 2-star, 2-star, 1% 1-star. that's actually a really decent rating. And if you're curious, you can go into, the exact reasons why people rated what they did. This actually is someone I've had purchased from before. And if you saw, actually, I'm wondering if I have that video up by the time I get this video up, but we did actually open up a Legendary Heartbeat booster box from this seller. As you can see, I purchased this on November 21st, and we got some really good pulls. And so, this was someone that I purchased from, and I did make sure to open up the packs myself to make sure that they were legit cards and packs. And so, again, you can look into the ratings when it comes to the product. You can also go, if you look down here, it says who it's sold by. It's sold by this person or this shop. You can click on them, and you can see 99% positive in the last 12 months. That's actually really good. And you can see why they received their ratings. The 1-star, looks like there was something that was missing, but that was fulfilled by Amazon, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so yeah, you're looking at someone that's actually a really, really good, reliable seller. And so I personally would and have bought from this seller. And now, again, $65 for Legendary Heartbeat, that's actually a really good deal. I think right now on eBay, they're selling for about $75 to $80. So 65, that's probably the lowest that you will find this particular booster box. Now, we're not going to get into eBay because eBay is very similar to Amazon as far as like what you should look for. But I will say, again, look into when you're looking at, actually, you know what, maybe we'll go into eBay real quick. All right, so let's say you want a Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box. Let's see, what are they selling for? Oh my gosh, 174, 154. Man, these boxes have been shooting up in price. They were at like 120, just like, at least as of this recording, as of like 10 days ago, they were at 120. All right, but let's see. Let's just click this person. Okay. So let's say you want an Elite Trainer box off of eBay. Again, same principle. When I go to look at people who I might buy off of eBay, which, as a side note, I don't buy off of eBay too often when it comes to cards. But when I do, I am looking, 100% positive feedback. I'm looking at the feedback, like how reliable is this seller? I'm going to click on their stuff, and okay, they've been selling for a couple of years. That's good. They don't have a ton of feedback. Like, they have like basically zero feedback. And so honestly, well, the price alone, I wouldn't buy this. But just because they don't have a lot of feedback, I probably wouldn't buy it anyway, even if they had a decent price. So let's go into this. This looks at a little more like current market price. Okay, so Toy Factory, okay, they have 100% positive feedback, and they do a lot of sales. 32 positive in the last little bit, and this means that's how many transactions they've done. I think since they started back in 1990. Well, wow, they've been doing 1998 is when they've been around. So you know what? I would buy from them if I thought that was a good price. Basically 160. I see that they have good ratings. I'm going to buy off of them because that means that they're not sketchy. They're not doing anything weird with their product. Other things you can do when it comes to eBay, and again, guys, some of you guys already know all this stuff, and so bear with me as I go through some of this because I want to make sure that anyone who might be new is getting the best information. So you can look over here on eBay. You can see this as best match. You can also see, okay, what is the lowest price? Okay, contents. All right, let's see. So it looks like this lowest price for an actual sealed booster box. It's on a bid though, so on an auction, which means that'll probably go up. These are auctions, which you can adjust so that you can only see buy it now. And looks like the lowest price on eBay as of today is $154.99. All right, top rated plus, that means this person is very highly rated, provides good service. So yeah, this would be another person to look into if I was going to buy this this ETB off of someone. Again, they have 100% positive feedback. You can look into them. Lots of transactions. Been a member of eBay since 2004. You know, if you're like, oh, but they have neutral and negative, well, look at what it says. 100% resealed, not airtight. Got 2 V cards and 1 holo in the first box. I'm not sure what they're complaining about. Sometimes people just complain about certain things that the seller themselves can't control, to be frank. Oh, I'm kind of confused. So like if I was looking at this and saying this feedback, I know that, well, literally one person out of like 3,000 is claiming that the person resealed packs. I'm like, okay, you know what? They're probably fine. Then, you know, again, I look at neutral. Some packs inside are flipped upside down. 7 V cards were pulled. Okay, again, not quite sure what they're complaining about. Still some shipping. So, I mean, when it comes to, so it looks like this is a very big shop. They got a very big organization going. You know, you're going to get things like that, like things didn't ship. You know, product might have been just because of how much product they have. You know, Pokemon itself does not always have the best, you know, seals on its product. And so honestly, just looking at this, I'm like, okay, you know what? These guys are probably good. They're probably fine. A product is going to be fine. And when you're selling that much product, freaking over 3,000 like items a month, no shop has the time to go through and reseal packs, to be frank. Other places, again, you can go is Walmart. Something to keep in mind, we're going to go through actually the next few ones really quickly. Something to keep in mind with Walmart is that you can find Walmart stuff. Well, I'm looking for product that actually sold by Walmart, but on Walmart.com, they also have a lot of third-party sellers. I mean, just look at this: sold and shipped by Blue Proton, Swift Tech, Toy Wiz. I mean, the majority of what you're going to find on Walmart.com, at least for when it comes to Pokemon cards, is going to be third-party sellers. So again, Green Brick, looking at David's Direct, all these are third-party sellers. So just keep in mind, Walmart can have good prices, but when it comes to third-party sellers, they don't always provide the best prices. So yeah, that's Walmart. Target also sells Pokemon cards. You can look online. Let's see, some things to note. Don't note about Target. They don't always have, like, what they have online. This doesn't mean they necessarily will ship it. So you can add this to cart, this collector's chest. You know, they do have this, but it's not, you can't buy it, you can't ship it. What I mean. Plenty of Rebel Clash if you guys want that. And there was something I saw earlier. Oh, Alakazam V boxes. So if you guys are looking for Alakazam V boxes, they do have them currently. Target.com. You can add to your cart. GameStop is another good place to buy Pokemon cards. Something I'd recommend doing is checking their deals of the day. We're going to open that a sec. Let's just look up Pokemon cards, and you can see what they have. So as you can see already, there's also Hidden Fates, Vivid Voltage, booster packs, currently unavailable. Okay, but they do have Alakazam V. A lot of stuff that is sold out, as you'll see in a sec. Okay, I think I'll have to trim this video down just because I don't want this to be super long. But there you guys go. You know, there's a few options: eBay, Amazon, Target, Walmart, GameStop, and then deal of the day. Make sure to check out their deals of the day, as they normally have some pretty good deals. Oh, and then also Best Buy is another option for Pokemon cards, because I would check these sites daily, because sometimes they will have like a deal of the day, or they'll have a sale that is only going on for like 3 days or 2 days or a week. So I would, like, literally what I do daily is open up these sites and see what's going on. What do they have going on? Okay, but those are big box stores, and so it's to be expected that these shops will carry Pokemon cards. But here's the thing: I don't buy from these shops very often. GameStop is probably the one I buy from the most out of the 4 or 5 I mentioned. But here is the real secret sauce: small collectible shops or small card shops, online shops. So let's actually get into that. So I'd highly recommend getting to know smaller shops that have an online presence, or they just might be strictly an online shop. And so I highly recommend finding some of those. And so I'm actually going to show you a few of my favorite online shops. This is kind of my secret sauce, so to speak. It's where I find some great product. Mini Pokemart is a shop I really enjoy. And let's look at this real quick. So keep in mind the name Mini Pokemart. They don't always have the biggest selection, but that's fine. I mean, look at this. Legendary Heartbeat for $64.99. That's totally that's a super good price. Infinity Zone Japanese booster box for $56.99. That's a great price for that booster box if you guys are into Japanese cards. Now it looks like they don't have a huge stock today. Again, this is a smaller shop. I believe the owners actually do this part-time. You can correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys ever watch this. But yeah, I've been able to buy Champions Path ETBs off of this shop for for MSRP. And so for $50, I was buying ETBs when everyone else was selling them for $70 to $80. And so this has been a great resource. Again, they're a small shop; they don't have a ton of inventory, but this is a great place to find something that you might be looking for a great price. Another place, let's see. This is actually one I recently came across, Hilltop TCG, because I'm in a Pokemon group on Facebook, and this guy just got their shop started about a month ago. And now I know he's out of stock in a lot of things, but look, some Champions Path, $21. That's more than what you'll spend in stores. But that's a decent price for these pin collections. But also, they were doing pre-orders for Shining Fates. They were doing Hidden Fates ETBs for $92.50. That was a ridiculous price, ridiculously good price. They had booster box, $95 for Rebel Clash, $105 for Sword and Shield. Sun and Moon Base, $106. I mean, that's a really, really good price. $108. If you recall on Amazon, these booster boxes were going for $145 on Amazon, and you could have bought it from a small shop for $108. You'll save yourself nearly $40. A lot of these smaller shops, they can have higher prices on some things, but oftentimes they have very reasonable prices. They're not gonna have ridiculously high prices. If they are higher than what you'll find in stores, they're not ridiculously higher. Another great place is Game Nerds. Now, Game Nerds it's a bigger shop. It's not a small shop by any means, but they do have really good prices. I mean, Champions Path basically $70. That's about market price. But you could have found these trainer toolkits for $23 when in stores like at Walmart and Target. You're going to pay $30 for one of these. And then you can come down. They have Breakpoint for $4 a pack. They have pre-orders for this Venusaur and Blastoise battle box. You get both of them for $40. That's not bad. I'm pretty sure they're going to be $25 each. So you're saving yourself some money right there. Now Alakazam V boxes for less than what you pay for in stores. And as you can see, a lot of stuff is out of stock because, again, Pokemon stuff is hard to come by, and even online, you'll start seeing that a lot of things are sold out. But I mean, these 3 tins for basically $65, that's a pretty decent price because I'm pretty sure in stores they go for, I think you buy them for $28. Another one of my favorite smaller shops, 23K Poke Shop. You've probably heard me talk about them a few times. Is because they have really good prices. Let's go cards. They have really good prices and really good service. I don't think they have a ton of stuff right now. They just gone to Yu-Gi-Oh! And so if you guys like Yu-Gi-Oh!, I mean, that's pretty good prices. I mean, Toon Chaos. I really want some Toon Chaos, so I'm kind of tempted to buy some of those right now. But yeah, as you can see, they got the Alakazam V boxes. They got stuff coming in. Darkness Ablaze. If you guys are looking for Darkness Ablaze, they have these currently available, the sleep boosters for exactly what you'd pay for in stores. That's really good. Again, if you walk into Walmart and can't find a single Darkness Ablaze, come to 23K Pokeshop, at least for the moment. Another one I recently came across is Collectible Kings. I believe they're okay. Yeah, they have some tins. That's actually a really good deal on those tins. They got pre-orders for the Build and Battle box for Battle Styles. Looks like they had pre-orders for booster boxes. $93. That's a really good price. Yeah, we'll get back into this in a sec. Actually, we'll keep this up. But yeah, they have some Pokemon stuff, and they also had. Well, they did have Star Wars. They have Funkos. So yeah, really cool. Again, small shop. They don't have a ton of inventory, but you'll find really great prices off of these people who provide really good service, and they do this. It's either on the side or something they're growing. Okay, so that's all I'll mention right now. There are other online shops. In fact, I'm pretty sure that there are probably dozens, if not hundreds, of other online shops that I don't even know about. And so check them out on a daily basis to see, hey, what do they have in stock? Maybe email them, follow them on Instagram. I know Collectible Kings, for example, they're on Instagram. So is 23K Pokeshop. In fact, 23K Pokeshop is on Instagram, TikTok, I think Twitter, Facebook, like they're everywhere. Mini Pokemart is also on Instagram. And so they will often announce to their followers like, hey, we're having a restock on, Hidden Fates or Champion's Path. And so you'll be able to know if you follow them online, on social media, when they're having these restocks or when they're having certain inventory in, and then you can hop on those deals. Let's focus on this real quick, because the last thing I do want to mention when it comes to finding Pokemon product, especially in 2021, is doing pre-orders. Now, I know with Shining Fates, the next set to come out this year, at least as of today, it's a very hard set to find, even for pre-orders. But keep in mind that a lot of shops have not even started taking pre-orders because they are being allocated so heavily, meaning that the amount of product that they're going to have available is so small compared to what they thought they would have, that a lot of them have decided not to even start taking pre-orders until they absolutely know for sure what the amount of product that they will have on hand. And so you'll start to see more people start to open up pre-orders probably in the next few days, the next few weeks, as we get closer and closer to Shining Fates releasing, just because they want to make sure they don't cancel any pre-orders. Now, when it comes to pre-orders, you can pre-order through places like, GameStop doesn't have any more pre-orders, at least online. But if you go in, actually, at least as of today, as of this recording, if you go inside of a GameStop, they still were taking some pre-orders. I think it was the Pikachu V Shining Fates box. And so if you go inside of GameStop, if you go inside your local game shop or card store, ask them call them up and ask them if they have any pre-orders available for Shining Fates, or if they're starting to take any pre-orders for Battle Styles. Pre-ordering is a great way to almost guarantee that you'll have your product on hand. Obviously, it's not a complete guarantee, as sometimes, again, stores will unfortunately sometimes take pre-orders that they can't always fulfill, and so your order might be canceled. That's what happened a lot with Champion's Path. That's already starting to happen with Shining Fates for some shops that already start taking pre-orders even before they knew how much product they would have available. But with something like Battle Styles, there's probably a better chance that if you pre-order it, you're going to get it, because it's not going to be as popular as Shining Fates, since Shining Fates is kind of like Hidden Fates 2.0. But pre-ordering stuff is again a great way. That's why I kept it on. That's why I want to keep it on this screen, because Collectible Kings, they were starting to take pre-orders for Battle Styles, for booster boxes. And again, another reason why I say pre-ordering is really good, not just to have the product on hand, but to basically guarantee that you get the best price available. Because odds are Battle Styles, once it releases, it's not going to be $93 for a booster box anymore. It'll probably go up to $98, $100, $110. And, just with how Pokemon is this year, there's a good chance that it goes up to $120, $130 by the end of the year, maybe even $150, depending on how popular it is. And to be honest, it is looking like it might be a fairly popular set, because it looks like it's going to be a very playable set for the TCG. And so I'm not sure how collectible the cards are going to be, but it's going to be a very good set for those who play the game. And so again, this could be a set that goes up a lot by the end of the year. Not a ton, but 130, 140, 150, that would not surprise me if that's what this booster box gets to by the end of the year. All right, guys, so just as a quick recap, remember to find how we're finding product in 2021 Pokemon product is we're doing trades. We're finding out when our local stores restock so we can be there on restock day, because it's nearly impossible to find cards the day after or 2 days after. We are ordering stuff online from reputable shops and reputable sellers. Again, the key is reputable. And then the last part is pre-ordering. Like, I can't emphasize enough, those last two things, ordering online and pre-ordering, those are probably the biggest ways that you're going to find product in 2021. And so hopefully that's helpful to you guys. If there are any other ways that you have been finding Pokemon product, let us know. Let's help out the community. And hopefully this was very valuable and helpful to you guys. And if there's anything else I can help you guys with, any questions, let me know. I would love to make more of these videos to just help you guys know, help you guys out in the community, help you guys find Pokemon product, help you guys afford Pokemon product, whatever it is. We will be making more videos like this. And so have a fantastic day, night, whenever you're watching this, and take care.